She's at least 10 more days. She's got a broken orbital bone. She had a concussion and she had stitches. And it's just an unfortunate accident. Feel bad for her and Cindy Booker. You know, that's a tough thing to take on. You're 2 feet from a teammate, and it's just like a part of sports. This was a weird thing. I've only seen it happen one time, and it was a baseball shortstop accidentally hit an umpire. The umpire was in the middle of the field, and it was a shortstop coming across. And just how fast the game goes, you don't see. You just throw it to first base. And the umpire was in the line of fire, so it was very similar to that. She's probably the toughest kid on the team. You know, last year she went through the dislocated elbow. And, you know, one of the first things she said to me was, "Merk, it's not my time for blessings. There's still another time coming up for me." So she's handling it really well, and I can't tell you how much we appreciate everybody, from fans to opposing coaches to players on different teams who asked me and emailed me, texted me. So it's been really cool to see.
Obviously, the concern is her and how she's doing. She's such a big part of this offense. We see the offense seems to run smoother with her. How costly is it to not?
Well, you know, last year when she got hurt, she was in the 2 spot. So all we did was Chandler Dare went to the 2 spot, and Haley kept the lead off. Well, now Demi's the lead off, and you're right, that's like the guy driving the car. So it was a little struggle on Sunday of the day after, and then last night I moved Chandler up to the lead off, and I just think as a senior, less nervous, less, you know, more experience, she can handle it. And so I think I'm going to leave her there, because she kind of had to do it last year when she got hurt, and her job was to get on base last night, and she scored the first run of the game, so I think she'll be able to handle it.
How has practice been this week then?
Well, Tuesday I was actually recruiting, so I couldn't tell you, but I think they had a good practice. I heard good things about it. And then today basically is our big day for LSU, because we played last night. And you know, last night is another sign, I think, of a team that's kind of on a mission. It was 50 miles an hour wind. It got down to like 50 at the end of the game, and it was miserable to play in. But Sydney struck out 14, gave up 3 hits, and we scored 5 runs and played a really, really good game against a good team. So I was really proud of them last night.
And how does that game help you prepare for this weekend?
I think, you know, they're in the top 50 of the RPI. They were 42, so anytime you can beat a top 50 school, it's awesome for you. So in the long run, that was a really good game for us. I think both sides, actually, because they got to play us, and we got to see a good pitcher just in front of 2,500 people. That's another good thing. It felt like a regional, super regional, because there was people all around the field, so you were surrounded by fans. You know, it was an event. It wasn't just a game, it was an event. It was really cool, the city of Florence, to do that. And you know, I got there about 3:30, and there was already probably 300 people in the stands, and we didn't start till 6. So that's how excited they were for that game.
Coach, we talked last time we talked. You said you admitted that you looked at the RPI. Obviously, it's a big deal for y'all. Just kind of thoughts on where things are at right now.
Well, we started at 2, we went to 7, and now we're 12. So that's not a good trend. But what's a good thing is we've got 3 against LSU, 3 against Auburn, and 2 against Washington, and they're all ahead of us. And those are big games for us. Obviously, the rest of the SEC, those are big games. I think the lowest SEC school might be 31. I don't quote me on that, but it's a pretty good number. So even in the SEC tournament, if we play somebody that we haven't played, that's going to be a good thing for us, because chances are they're going to be high in the RPI. So as long as you can keep playing those schools, and then whoever they play after, because it's opponents, hopefully it's going to help us.
This is the first time I've gotten a chance to talk to you since I don't know, it's the softball world, so I'm sure you saw it, you know, the Auburn player, Florida coach situation. Did you have any thoughts on that, or that exchange at all?
No, it was just, you know, it's heat of the moment thing, I think. And come on, if you're not competitive, you know, you're in the wrong league. So it's a very competitive atmosphere in any sport. I'm sure you've seen it in football, basketball, whatever. And I think it was just a competitive moment, and it just got the best of both of them, and you know, that's it, I guess.
But the SEC is pretty fiery, huh?
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, softball is like 6 degrees of separation.
Yeah.
Seriously, you either on a coaching staff, you either played against the kid, coached against her, you know, have coached against him, whatever, at some time. And then half the team of any other team in our league knows all our kids that either played against them in summer ball, played with them in summer ball, played against them in high school if they're from Alabama. So everybody knows everybody. And it's a very tight-knit community. So, you know, like when Demi got hurt, I heard from over 100 coaches probably. Just saw it on TV and how's Turner doing, and it was really cool to see. It's very competitive, but it's also kind of compassionate.
Do you talk to your players about not looking at the rankings? You mentioned you kind of do, but Peyton came out here and said, I don't even know what we're ranked.
Yeah, I was hoping she'd say that. I mean, obviously, you got Twitter, you've got Instagram, you've got you guys, you've got print. It's all over the place. I mean, when I first started coaching at Louisiana Lafayette, I can remember my boss, Yvette Girard, would hide the rankings. They wouldn't know. There's no way for them to know. She'd hide the stats. There was no internet. You couldn't, go to the rolltide.com and look up your stats. So they literally did not know what they were hitting. Now, we play and it's on a jumbo scoreboard, which is my fault because I wanted the scoreboard. But, you can stand at home plate and say, oh, I'm hitting 308. It is a totally different world now. And we rarely talk about that. Stats, RPI, rankings, just play hard, improve, and all that stuff will take care of itself.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.